This presentation on HOA services tips, 5 great things about homeownership, is brought to you by Homeownerresources.com. This HOA services tip involves the 5 best things about owning a home. Although the housing market has its challenges over the past few years, homeownership still matters. In fact, it matters a lot. Take, for example, a June 2011 New York Times and CBS News poll. 90% of respondents felt homeownership still helps fulfill the American dream. In an AAM study, more than 70% of homeowner association homeowners that they surveyed believe the American dream includes the ability to buy a home. Clearly, underwater mortgages, uncertain economic times, and a flood of foreclosures haven't dampened the desire for the vast majority of Americans to own their own home. So besides wanting to achieve the ultimate symbol of success, what things, from a practical sense, make homeownership such an attractive proposition? Down markets don't last forever, and even in the hard-hit states like Arizona and Florida, home prices rebound and once underwater homeowners may again begin to build equity. That's something renters will never ever do. Instead, renters provide a return on their landlord's investment. Although it may take time, a person's home usually appreciates steadily over their lifetime. As the owner pays down the mortgage and their home gains in value, they may be building a nice investment for themselves instead of a landlord. When people buy homes, they're more apt to stay put for longer periods of time. Renters often sign leases for 6 months to a year. Because of the nature of the leasing terms, renters and their neighbors may be more transient. On the other hand, neighborhoods with high home ownership rates are typically more stable in terms of neighbors living in their homes longer. In homeowner association neighbors that offer a great deal of HOA services, neighbors are generally more active in the community and build stronger relationships with each other. The great thing about a fixed mortgage is the principal and interest amount will never change for the life of the loan. Because of the meltdown caused by the creative finance loans of the lending boom, interest-only loans and adjustable rate mortgages and others, many borrowers preferred the safety of the fixed-rate loan. Homeowners want to know their payment will be safe 5 years down the road. They don't want a cloud over their heads that someday they may not be able to afford their home and have to move. Unlike rental properties, a homeowner can remodel the interior of their homes to suit their personal preferences. They can also make exterior changes based on CC&R guidelines. Typically, a renter must live in a property in its as-is condition. Most rental units are very neutral in appearance, so they will appeal to a broad spectrum of prospective tenants. Homeowners can also make investments in their properties. For example, they can install pools, additional bathrooms, and other upgrades that will add value to their homes. The mortgage interest deduction is one of the most valuable tax tools available to homeowners. In addition to most or all their mortgage interest, homeowners can also currently deduct property taxes and points paid on their home loan. In most cases, first and second mortgages and home equity loan interest is also deductible. However, a tax advisor will be able to provide definitive answers on individual situations. Despite the housing environment of recent years, homeownership remains a top priority for the lion's share of the country. Most everyone wants to achieve that very special feeling of success that Americans have cherished for decades. AAM works with many of the largest home building and community development companies in the United States, such as Del Webb and Pulte, Shea Homes, and Meritage Homes. Founded in 1990, the company employs 370 people and manages over 400 communities in the United States. AAM is dedicated to delivering total peace of mind to the board of directors and homeowners in its communities that it manages. About the author. Jason Tucker is VP of AAM Edge Sales, a dynamic and exciting new online community from Associated Asset Management that delivers trusted and relevant information to homeowners. You can learn more about HOA services by visiting Homeownerresources.com.